Hi and welcome. This is Gypsy Maggie Rose coming to you today with your readings. And I hope all you dads in Australia and other parts of the world who are having Father's Day had a great day yesterday. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn's about balancing time and energy at the moment. Yeah, burning the midnight oil works for a while, but it doesn't work all of the time, and we get to a time and a space where we have to make decisions and choices about what is workable for us. Yeah, it's great to be seen, to be helping, and to be doing everything that we need to be doing, but are we dipping our toe into too many things at the one time? It's like priority here and balancing as to what really needs to work for you and what is and isn't working. It isn't working if you're running yourself ragged in one area of your life and you're neglecting the other areas. It isn't working if everything is on the work front and there's nothing on the home front. And it's not working if you're running around doing other people's stuff and your stuff isn't getting done. So it's about time and balance, okay? Aquarius. Can you just be happy with what's in your hand right now? You know, that old saying, a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush, is very, very Aquarian right now. It's like being grateful for what you have. We can all want and need more. It's like this is a time to change around the self-talk from the negative to the positive. Yeah, things may not be 100% the way you want them, but, pardon me, in many ways they're pretty good. This is about having a look at what is workable and how much you really have, and acceptance. This doesn't have to be for always. How things are now is for now, because there is only now. It's like, try not to buy into negative, could have, should have, maybe, what if. Too bad, too sad, they don't count. It's gratitude, it's joy. It's like you've got a lot of good things in your life. This is time to relax and enjoy them. Aries, Aries, Aries. Whoa, look out. Death. Now, death is a very scary card for some, but for me it's the most fantastic. Love it. Death means that a situation that has been troubling you, been causing you stress, is ending. You're beginning to see light at the end of the tunnel because the new things are already on their way in. They're already starting. They're already beginning. The sun's beginning to shine. It's like that sigh of relief time, when the load's lifted. This is where you're coming to the end of a big, big haul, and you can see that you're almost there. It's about keep going, get everything moving and motivated, because there are new directions, new beginnings, and things are looking a hell of a lot better than they did a few days back. Pisceans. It's all about balancing as far as the financials are concerned. It's about balancing where you sit, but it's also about making sure that you're not sitting back and letting someone else either take responsibility or control for what is yours. Looking back, it's easy to go, oh look, but they did that. But they wouldn't have done it if you hadn't have had given them the ability or the allowance to do such a thing. So it's about taking care of business yourself. It's about looking at what's happening here. It's about, if you want something done at this time, do it yourself. Follow it through, especially if it pertains to your financial areas, okay? Taurus. Taurus, you're going to have to find you biting your tongue a lot this time, because whatever you say, it's not going to come out right, or it may come out right, but it's not going to be heard right. So this is a time to just step back a little bit, go yes dear, no dear. It's basically Just pat everything on the head for a few days until things settle down, and that you can move forward in a strong, positive manner. It's also about taking yourself out of situations. Take yourself out of, the drama. You can't get blamed for anything if you're not involved in it, darling. And it takes two to create an argument. So you let somebody rant and scream and jump and it's done. It takes two to argue. But it also takes two to make up. Remember that one. And making up's a lot more fun, trust me. Okay, let's have a look. Gemini. Oh, Gemini, you're not being left out in the cold. It may feel at some time during this space that you're actually out there on your own going, oh my God, how's this going to happen? Oh my God, how this is going to happen is easy, darling. There's always joy. There's always gladness around you. There are always new stuff. And it's like you've got a whole pile of balls in the air at the moment, and everything is going to fall into place and going to happen. You need to understand that you can't always allow someone else to be a parasite. You're not here to be somebody's crutch. Does that make sense? Good. Saying no is often the hardest things we have to do, especially if someone else just ain't listening, because it's not what they want to hear. So if the sound, if it's not coming out of here and they're not picking it up, actions have to be put into place. Okie dokie? Cancerians. Hey, look out. This is a great time for Cancerians. It's about starting that new project. It's about going, wow, I can do this. Now, this is a time for new beginnings, whether it's to do with your cash flow, your business flow, your weight loss, your boyfriend, your romantic area, whatever. This is a great time to jump in there and get everything started. This is like, it's been all waiting to happen. This is the birthday present that everyone's waiting to open. This is a great time for you. But you really have to just take the grab with everything you've got and go, yes, run with it, I can do it. Why? Because you can. Okie dokie? Where are the Leos? Emotional waters. Emotional going can be very dramatic, can be very hard, but sometimes if it's of our own making, and this is what we need to understand, are we making things harder than they need be? Are you putting hours into backbreaking time and effort which are not paying off? Sometimes we need to know when to stand in our strength and review situations. And this is what's around Leo at the moment. Stand, gather your strength around you. Even if you have to make a list of what is workable for you, look at your own strong points and what's going to work in your life. Review the situation and then go forward. Just don't paddle. Just don't make it hard going, because it's not necessary. Virgo. Few emotional challenges around, darling, but nothing you haven't coped with before and nothing you won't deal with now. And probably cop again in the future. This is about letting go and knowing that it's safe to do so. It's sometimes very difficult to let go, because the fear factor is still there, the what if, oh my God. It's like, no, let go because you're safe. What they're saying around you now at this time is, yes, there's a huge pile of emotional overflow. This emotional overflow is just that, it's overflow. You're pouring too much in, but the dramas and the emotions of the past are coming up. And because they come up, then they need to be put in a space. They need to be looked at. They need to be dealt with. They need to be understood as past. Yes, past affects the now, but the degree to which it affects the now is the degree to which we deal with it and where we place it in our lives. This is about dealing with that overflow and understanding. Yeah, sometimes life's tough, but most times you can cope. Virgo. I've done Virgo, sorry, Libra. Librans, this is about lighting your own path. It's about blowing your own trumpet. You're always going to be in the dark and hidden away unless you put that light and let your light shine so people can see who you are, what you have to offer. And it's time basically to get out there and strut your stuff. What you've been doing is pretty much like winking in the dark. You know what you're doing, but nobody else does. So it's time to get out there now and let people know what you think, what you feel, what you can do, what is the great things around you. This is really time to just go for it now. It's about putting things in place that is going to allow things to flow through very strongly in the future for you. Okay? Scorpio. Scorpio, you may be looking for far horizons at the moment. You're looking at the world and going, oh, if only I could do this, if only I could do this, and I'll do this when? Whoa, there is no when, there is now, and that's it, hon. It's about looking at, yes, there are definite directions for the future. Yes, there are definite new things happening around you right now. And yes, things are going to be good and they're going to come through very, very strongly. But it's about understanding that what you have now is as important as what you could have. Because what the future brings is just that, it's future. It's not now. It's about open your eyes and see what's around you, see what's close to home, because that's what now is all about. It's looking about close to home instead of looking at far horizons. The far horizons will come. If you deal with what's close at home, you're making a space for further horizons to come in. And last but never least, Sag. And Sag, whoa, look out, new beginnings. But these are new beginnings like that are self-created. These are like, look at me, can I fly? Absolutely you can fly. This is about setting your own pace. It's about setting your standards. It's about setting your levels where you want to be. This is about confidence and joy and good times and taking advantage of what you can do to bring joy and peace, and basically time for that bit of a fun element into your life. It's like some of the traumas and tragedies and dramas of the past is just sliding away, and it's not a time to sit there thinking, oh my God, when's the next shoe gonna fall? It's a time of sitting there and thinking, yeah, I can do this. Time for something new, something different. I can do this. And you can. Take